The big day kicks off with race day at 4 p.m., the Clash qualifying heat races at 5. Another edition of race day at 7 will set you up for the showdown under the lights, the 2023 Busch Light Clash from the Coliseum. And you could still join us. Tickets are on sale for the can't miss event. Go to NASCARclash.com, and you know what? We'll see you out there if you do that. All right, so what are we looking forward to the most about the Clash this year around, Larry Mack?
Well, I kind of touched on it earlier about the next-gen car. When we rolled in there, those 36 teams, they absolutely had no idea what to expect. And now we have that full year under our belt. But the biggest thing is you mentioned the heat races. You mentioned the last chance qualifying. 36 teams, there's only 27 chairs in the big dance. That means some big names are going to go home. And you think back last year, Ross Chastain, he missed it. Kurt Busch missed it. Alex Bowman missed it. Both the RFK drivers missed it. So there's going to be some big names that do not make this show. In the last chance qualifier, we always say desperate drivers do desperate things, and that's what we saw last year.
Yeah, I was pretty skeptical about this last year, and are they going to be able to race on this quarter-mile racetrack, and how's that going to work? How are we going to send people home? But I liked the format. I liked the qualifying. The heat race is the last chance race. To me, the only thing we're missing that we need this year is we need the last lap, somebody move somebody for the win, and then have the 1979 Daytona 500 fight on the front stretch in front of all the people inside the Coliseum, because it's so much fun when you get inside the Coliseum and all of those fans are around to hear the reaction, even over the noise of the cars. It was pretty cool.
Ryan Blaney did throw his Honda device at everything.
He was mad for like 8 seconds.
He had to go get it back because he fixed his car where he could go race.
Exactly right.
But I think the biggest thing that I think about with the Clash is from 1979 to 2021, we ran it at Daytona. All the way up through 2020 on the oval, 21 we did the road course. It just had lost the luster. It had lost the energy. You just didn't feel it from fans. You didn't feel it from teams. But to me, they have rejuvenated this Clash. It's a standalone event. It's standing on its own 2 feet 2 weeks before the Daytona 500. I love what we did last year. Obviously, everybody else did because we're going back.
Yeah, I mean, for years, the teams would just take the worst speedway car they had and run it in the Clash because you knew that you were most likely going to wreck it, and you didn't want to need that car for the 150s or for the 500 the following week. And I'm with Larry. Like, this, to me, kind of got everyone pumped up again to be able to go out to L.A. And there's a race, but there's also this event and the performance and everything else that goes with it. We had Shannon on the red carpet last year, introducing all the celebrities from out in L.A. that want to come be a part of the NASCAR race. Everything about it, the format, the concert that happens like at mid-race, there's no way a few years ago, if you said we were going to do that you would have thought that was even a possibility. But we did it, and it worked. And Larry, I remember getting in we had a van driving us back to the hotel last year after the race, and listening, being able to listen to the fans walk out. They all had a great time. It's fun.
Yeah, it's a race, and that's what we're going to be focused on. Yeah. But it is an event, and you just think about this: the driver that wins this race on Sunday, he can say, "I won the Clash." The 75th anniversary of NASCAR and the 100th anniversary of the Coliseum. That's some pretty cool accolades right there.
When he gets those fingers out, you gotta pay attention. I saw a 4 and a 1 this show.
Is that one of those Larry McNuggets I've been hearing about?
Look at this time lapse right here. 3 months ago, the USC Trojans were playing college football in the middle of that stadium, and they have transformed it into a quarter-mile racetrack. And last year when Jamie and I walked in there on Monday to do Race Hub, we were there all, it's like, it almost looked like it was painted inside that.
Yeah,
it just did
brand
not
new.
look real. Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Well, one of the things sticks out to me, you talk about it being an event, you talk about it being a race. So we saw Joey Logano win it last year. Feasible to think this is one of those things you can repeat, or is it so dependent on qualifying that it's more of a wild card?
Boy, there is so much water went under the bridge since we were there a year ago. And I think back a year ago, that 22 car, they were in trouble on Saturday. Yeah. I mean, they were out to lunch 100%, but they made the right changes Saturday night, and that car was so good on the long run, and that's exactly what we had at the end of that race.
And most importantly, the fastest car broke at the end of the first stage.
Or the fastest two cars.
Didn't have to race either one of them. That made a big difference.
Well, you know, we're going to be live out there with Race Hub this Thursday and Friday, plus all weekend long for the action. And how much fun it's going to be like last year when you guys were out there hanging out with all the stars, man. I mean, you guys had some fun. That's going to be cool to see.
Well, we worked hard, but we were playing as well. I think on Friday night, Kurt Busch and I took a tour bus, and we went to where
Where's this
the Real
going?
Housewives of Beverly Hills hang out. Lisa Vanderpump, her Sir Restaurant, we were right there. We were right in amongst the stars.
I heard about him being big on
That sounds terrible.
on the Real Housewives, but really, you guys are stalking him?
We were. All the restaurants, all the people taking pictures, getting autographs. I mean, we just were right around there. Absolutely.
Larry had his flip phone out taking pictures with all the celebrities.
While he was doing that, you were running around the track.
Yeah, they asked me if I would make a lap around the track. And so initially I was going to do this. They wanted me to put like the full jogging headband on and everything. We thought it might be more
What's
fun
with
to
the
do it in
form
a
there?
suit.
Why are your arms like...
Well,
Well,
hey,
I
if
got-
he had not have been showboating, he could have broke a minute. I think it was 60.4 he started celebrating early. It's
Problem
like
is
taking the hats to
they
Victor
started
Lane
the
before
clock
the
early,
checker
Larry.
flag.
They kind of cheated me out of my time. I think I actually did it under 60, but they started the clock a little bit early.
Showboated.
I'm going to tell you something, though. I ran out of gas is what happened on turn 4.
Listen, the
I
most
was having to
important thing,
swerve.
always run through the tape, first of all. But rumor
And then
has
celebrate?
it... Then celebrate afterwards.
I'll take your advice. I'll try it this year.
Rumor has it you're gonna do it again this year.
Well,
or
that's
what?
what they say. There's no telling what our crew is going to work up. I might well have to do it backwards this year. But yeah, most likely I'm going to go back out. Hopefully beat 60 seconds this year, Josh.
Well, you know, Larry and Jamie won't be the only big hitters attending. Check out this lineup. Hip-hop icon Cypress Hill are going to entertain pre-race with a concert. Actor Rob Lowe gives the command. USC Heisman Trophy winning quarterback Caleb Williams is going to wave the green flag. And our mid-race break concert is Wiz Khalifa. So which one of those guys, those stars, Jamie, you looking forward to seeing the most?
Well, Larry told me he was going to go over and talk to Rob Lowe and see about skincare. He said he thought that Rob had an impeccable skin for his age.
Well, see, look, I know about hair and Rob about my face.
He would like to get some tips from
Because Rob is the same age as Larry Mack.
I think they are.
Wait a minute. This is all about Wiz. He's been
I
following my
didn't see
career.
that
One of his songs, Work Hard, Play Hard. And think about this. I know the Steelers didn't make the playoffs, didn't even come close, but black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow,
Listen,
black and
hey,
yellow.
wait, let me tell you something. When I brought up Wiz, Larry asked me if cheese was supposed to go in front of that name. He had no idea who Wiz Khalifa was.
I don't know if we could top what just